This here is my junk Miata that I recently fixed the head gasket on and have driven 200 miles since putting it back together. The car runs decent, but is in bad cosmetic shape. It's covered in dirt, panels are thrashed, the interior has mold, and there's even spider webs. We gotta tackle all that, but first, let's give an update on the car's health. So we actually just rounded off mile 200, and we are making our way up to 250 right now. And I really couldn't be any more stoked with the way the car has taken it. To be honest with you, when I started off the project, I never really had the most faith in my ability to do this. I always figured I'd turn on the car and it just wouldn't start, and that'd be end of story. So I'm kind of blown away right now. The car is actually running at 200 miles right now. I don't take it too far, although I have taken it all the way down to the city of Sacramento. I've done traffic driving, I've done stop and go, I've done freeway, I've done back roads. I've done it all pretty much. It's just not my daily, so I don't naturally go out there and put too many miles on the car. But the fact though that we made it 200 miles is a great sign. I mean, knock on wood, or knock on Miata if you got a Miata next to you. But the fact that the car has made it 200 miles already is huge, because if we can go 200 miles without overheating, that means that we at least did a half decent job. And that's giving me all the confidence I need to take this bad boy on the big road trip. The key issue that we had after putting everything back together was there's still a bit of a misfire. However, I replaced the grommet and the PCV valve, and that actually cleaned things up. I don't really notice that misfire anymore, and I don't know, I guess end of story. No need to start pulling coils and spark plugs if it doesn't misfire anymore. Albeit, I've only taken the car up to 4,000 RPMs like once. I'm taking this break-in period very, very serious. Whoa. In reality, I'm taking this break-in period very serious because I want this car to be able to make it 10,000 miles all around the States. I don't really care about getting after it and putting the pep on in the break-in stages right here. And the truth is, when I go on this road trip, I'm not gonna go out there and try to hit roads at full speed. The whole goal is to see, can my work make it across the country and back? So I'm gonna keep things pretty mellow. What I really wanna do on the trip is show you all the beauty of all these states and explore new spots and see new bits of car culture. So if you have a cool story in the car community and wanna share it with the world and you're in those southern states, you just let me know, because I would love to come on by and have a conversation, maybe grab a coffee with you and hear your story, because heck, I want to share what's out there, you know? I know it's just such a small part of the car community where I'm from. I want to learn more about it from other states and see how everyone operates. There we go. Now that that's out of the way, let's get cleaning the car. The whole goal for today is to get off all that old dirt and mud that's been caked to the car for a year, as well as trying to get rid of all that mold. The biggest bummer is finding out that this primer had made its way onto the car's paint while in storage, and I can't find a way to get it off. For to combat the mold, I made a white vinegar spray bottle contraption right here. It's gonna go ahead and help me get rid of all the mold on the interior. This car has always had these really ugly seat covers on it, and I want to go ahead and take them off, and I feel like they could be holding water beneath them, as you can see with that dark spot. I feel like I'm in Scooby-Doo taking off the mask of a villain. Check that out. That's a good looking seat. Dang, that is actually a pretty good looking seat right there. Here. Oh, one more thing. There's the culprit. See, I was sitting there thinking there's no way that they went ahead and put seat covers over perfectly fine seats and they look great up until this corner. It happens. Figured it'd be there, but probably better for ventilating stuff and not using these old seat covers because they probably got mold all over them. Look at that. This is pretty much what the Koenigsegg Regera does, but cooler because it's a Miata. After a quick clean, it was time to hit the road again. Oh yeah, buddy. You're chilling. At this point now, you might be thinking, all we've been seeing is the Miata. Where's the S2K? Do you still have it? All that stuff. I've just been posting 3 straight videos about the Miata, and it almost seems like that's my life right now. And I'll be completely honest with you, it kind of is. This car right here, I am gearing up, like I said, to take it very far. So I've just been trying to do what I can to get in shape to do so. But I'll tell you what, next video I promise you will be S2000 based. For any of those who are curious, I'm also going to start the Miata road trip around the February 5th time frame. So that's when you'll expect everything to go towards big road trip vibes. And with that, I'm going to keep doing some break-in miles. As always, folks, thank you very much for stopping along for today's update video. Can't get my face out of this dang blue visor right now, but hey, that's just how it works when you're driving the car. But thank you very much for stopping by for today's update video. More to come.